All right, well, this is February, and that means that I must be Brian Jepson, and this is the February 2015, really, Providence Geeks, and I'm here with Max Winograd and Ben Lux. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Nailed it.
I nailed it. Well, I feel pretty good about that. And I'm going to nail this next one, too. You guys are from, and responsible for a NuLabel.
Yes.
You make sticky stuff.
Yes.
And you started out in Beta Spring when you might have called it Alpha Spring.
Yes.
The early days.
And what were you doing there? Well, you guys went there and you said, I would like to come to your place. I would like you to, and we're going to mix chemicals there? Is that what happened?
We weren't even there yet. We were
Really?
Yeah. No, we were gonna get rid of the backing that you peel away and throw away from labels. It was that.
You're just going to get rid of it? So everybody would be like walking around with stickers all over there.
Well, so we had to figure out how to do it without all the sticky.
All right, well, that's a good starting point.
Yeah.
So what happened then? What were you guys do? What did you guys do?
We were, just like the video showed, we were literally in there thinking about formulations, which then we'd go back to Ben's apartment and mix them up in his basement and actually make them.
Are either of you chemists?
Now I am.
No, now you are. What about you?
I'm a political science major.
All right. It sounds, all right. So your Breaking Bad reference was fairly apt.
At the time.
At the time.
At the time, it was very much 9 to 5 at Beta Spring, and then.
What's the worst thing you've ever gotten into your eye? What sent you running to the eye wash station?
They don't let me in the lab, which is a very good thing.
Okay, all right, that's all we need to know. That's all. We don't need to know what happened. So you started, at some point, what was the leap from, I want to get rid of sticky backs to, I have to formulate a new adhesive?
So we knew at that point, too, in order to get rid of the sticky back, we had to formulate a new adhesive. And it had to be an activatable adhesive, because otherwise...
All right, let's stop. What's activatable mean?
It's something that is only sticky when you want it to be.
Okay.
So you have to turn it on to make it perform, function, stick, and tear.
So it doesn't get all over the place. So there's no sticky back. Sticky back's gone. Now, why are you guys hung up on the sticky back? Are you trying to save the planet?
Save the planet, save companies money, save them time.
Okay. All right, so so you've come up with a formulation. I understand that at some point you decided it was time to employ big data methods to figuring out, were you just trying random shit?
So, less throwing darts in the dark, and more coming up with design experiments to try to unlock, I'd say, knowledge around key areas. So if an area doesn't stick to glass, we'll find a handful of formulations that maybe do stick well to glass, and then we'll expand out and see how can we break it, how can we make it even better. And then over in a different part of the lab, we're doing the exact same thing on stainless steel.
Okay, so you talked about tonight really hitting it really well with the beer industry. You've got labels that work great. They stick them on the beer, and then they do something to activate it. Is that a secret?
Well, it's a secret. The parts of the system are a secret, but ultimately that process, you can walk into a brewery and see it today.
Yep.
It's been running 24 hours a day.
Okay, so
that process is delivering a water-based spray to the back of that label. So we're spraying it in line as we're getting ready to apply the label to the container. It's just before that application, we spray it and put it on that glass bottle.
So this makes me think you've got a whole arsenal of adhesives for other materials that you're waiting to unleash on the world. Is that?
That is the master database and the master.
So you've got this encyclopedia of adhesives. You have this playbook. How many assassination attempts to date have you guys had to deal with from rival companies?
A lot of interest from rivals. No,
Okay, a lot of interest.
no one's coming after us yet.
Okay, so that's good. So what's the brewery that fell in love with you guys?
Well, our first customer to go live was Bell's Brewery in Kalamazoo, Michigan.
And you drink their beer?
I love their beer.
Okay. And they're saving time, they're saving money, less of a mess, fewer lost fingers for some reason.
Well, just think about it, you're sitting there spraying a hose that's got hot water flowing through it at high pressure for 2 hours, cleaning all that old, always sticky gunk that was originally in the machine, and we get rid of that completely.
So there's no gunk in the machine, they're not slapping glue, there's no glue, it's just your labels on the beer. That's so. What's next? Where are you guys going next? You know?
So, from here, it's really anywhere where there's a container where the labels are being applied in an automated environment. That could be a food company, a winery, a spirits company, it can be glass, it can be plastic, little cans. And from there, it goes beyond just the container to boxes, to furniture, and anywhere where there's an adhesive that's currently being applied somehow, that with our activator technology, we can make it more efficient, we can make it more cost effective, with less waste in landfill, something that provides value to the customer.
Wow. And so it's just a matter of your growth is really a matter of when and how you branch out into really new stuff to stick stuff to.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. So you're going to pace yourself. You're going to be sticking stuff to all sorts of things. You still get to experiment in the lab.
Oh yeah.
All right. And what excites you most about what you're going to do this year? Because we're still in the beginning part of this year.
For me, at least this year, I think the biggest thing is now taking what we've done with success at Bell's and multiplying it. So more installations, more customers, and also going global. And our first international installation by the end of the year.
Great, that's awesome. Well, thank you for being the star attraction in this chilly winter night. You brought out a huge crowd. Max and Ben, thanks so much.
Thank you.